Hello, my name is Ardi and I will explain to you on how to find out this I1, I2, and I3 here. Usually when you do analysis on AC circuit, you will resulting in some matrix like this, right? However, that is very hard to solve manually. So we will need some tools. Usually you use MATLAB or Excel. But in the exam, usually the only tools that you can bring is calculator. And that means that we have to do some tedious process. And I will show you how to do that. And I will base my calculation on the Cramer's rule. What is Cramer's rule? We need 4 determinants. So we have this here. We need to find out the determinants, the regular determinants. So here. And then D1, D2, and D3. What is D1? D1 is the determinant of this matrix. But with the result vector here, replace the first column. And the same for D2, but it's replace the second column. For D3, it's replace the third column. And we need to calculate D, D1, D2, and D3 to get I1, I2, and I3, which I will explain later. Okay, so first maybe let's calculate D first. So this is our step is to calculate D. So we need to input all these elements to calculator, right? So this is my calculator and I will set this up here as complex number calculator. So this button and then number 2. Good, now let's plug in all the elements. I will have 2 plus J3 or 2 plus 3i. And let's store this as A. And then minus J3. So I'll have minus 3i. Let's store this as B. And then 0. And let's store this as C. And then minus 3. Let's store this as D. And then minus 13. Let's store this as E. And then 20. Let's store this as F. And then 0. Let's store this as X. And then minus J20. So minus 20i. Let's store this as Y. And then minus 1 plus J18. So I'll have 18i. Let's store this as M. So shift store M. Good. We have stored all the variables. Now what we need to do is to recall all the variables and plug in into this formula here. So we will need to call A multiplied by blah 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 this one. So let's do that. Recall A and then multiplied by EM. Do we still have BA? Oh no. Recall A multiplied by EM. And then minus recall F and then recall Y and then close the brackets, then minus B, okay, recall B and then dm minus fx. So recall D, recall M minus recall F and then recall X. Good, and then plus I will have recall C and then dy minus ex. So recall D, recall Y minus recall E and then recall X. Good, and I think we have all that we need. Here, let's press the equal button. And so I will have the determinant of this first is minus 310 plus 380i. So I will write this here. So I will have minus 310 plus J 380. Good. We have done the first step. And then the second one, we do same thing again, but for D1. Okay, now let's reset our calculator and then let's plug in all the elements all over again. So I'll have 12 angle 90. So we'll have 12 angle is this one here, 90. Okay, And then we store this as A. Good. And then I will have minus J3, so we'll have minus 3i. Let's store this as B. Good. And then we will have 0. Let's store this as C. And then we have another 0. Let's store this as D. And then minus 13. Let's store this as E. And then 20. So let's store this as F, right? And then 8 angle 0. So I'll have 8 and then angle 0. Okay, and then let's store this as X. So shift store X. Good. And then minus J20. So we'll have minus 20. Let's store that as Y. Right? Minus 20i. Minus 20i, right? Yeah, let's store this as Y. And then the last one will be minus 1 plus 18i. Good. And let's store that as M. Good. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, and X, Y, M. Now plug in into this formula again. So we recall this A, and then, oh no, let's recall A, and then EM, recall E, recall M, and then minus, recall F, recall Y. Good. And then the second term, recall B, and then recall D, recall M, minus recall F, recall X. And then the third term, recall C, and then recall D, recall Y, minus recall E, recall X. Good. And we got the D1 value here. So we'll have minus 1992. So we have minus 1992. And then what is the complex part? Minus J324. Minus J324. And that is good. So now we repeat the same thing again, but this time for D2. So let's reset our calculator. Okay, and then we plug in all the elements all over again. 2 plus 3i. Let's store this as A. And then 12 angle 90. Okay, and let's store this as B. And then 0. Let's store this as C. And then minus 3. Let's store this as D. And then 0. Let's store this as E. And then 20. Let's store this as F. And then we will have 0. Let's store this as X. Yeah, X, right? And then 8 angle 0. 8 angle 0. Let's store that as Y. And then the last element, minus 1 plus J18. I will have minus 118i, right? Minus 1 plus 18i. That will be our last variable, which we store as M. Good. We have stored all the variables. Now let's plug this formula again, all over again, right? Let's recall A. And then, let's recall A. What? Oh yeah, recall A. And then, oh no, why it's, so let's recall A here. No? Okay, let's, okay, cancel. let's recall A here. Okay, and then multiplied by recall E, recall M. Why is the A disappeared? I don't know. So let's recall A here. Finally. AEM, and then minus recall F, and then recall Y, and then minus recall B, and then recall D, recall M, minus recall F, and then recall X, and then plus recall C, and then recall D, recall Y, and then minus recall E, recall X. And I think that's all, right? Let's check. Yeah, okay. And so we will have our value of D2, which is minus 698. So we have minus 968, or is it? Yeah, minus J, and the value of the complex one is, the imaginary one is 516. Good, we have our D2, and now let's move on to our D3. Good, and we start all over again. So let's enter the component here. Let's start all over again. So I'll have 2 plus 3i, and we need to store this as A, and then minus J3, so I'll have minus 3i. Let's store this as B, and then 12 angle 90, 12 angle 90, let's store this as C. Good, and then minus 3, store that as D, shift store D, and then 0. Let's store that as F. Yeah, let's store that as F, right? But do we store minus 13 yet? Not yet. Maybe let's store that as A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, E. Let's store that as E. So we'll have F save, and then 0 here. Let's save that as X. And then let's minus J20. Let's store that as Y. Shift store Y. No. Minus J20. Okay, so sorry about that. Minus 20i. So let's store that as our Y. And then 8 angle 0. So I'll have 8, and then the angle will be 0. Let's store that as M. Okay. And then let's recall A here. Yeah, and then multiply this. Why is the A disappeared? No. Let's recall what is after A, EM. So I'll have E, and then recall M. But why does the A disappear? So let's recall A here. And then minus FY, minus recall F, and then recall Y, and then minus recall B, and then recall D, recall M, and then minus recall F, recall X, and then plus recall C, and then recall D, recall Y, and then minus recall E, recall X. Good. Yeah, and I got the value of D3, which is this one here, minus 928. So I have minus 928, and then minus 384. So I'll have minus J 384. Okay, now we can calculate I1, I2, and I3. How to calculate that? I1 is D1 divided by D. And then what is I2? I2 is D2 divided by D, and then I3 is D3 divided by D. But then we already have D1, D2, D3, and D. We can just plug in the numbers here, right? So let's do that. Let's get our calculator here. Let's plug in for I1. D1 divided by D. What is D1? This value here. So I'll have minus 1992 minus 324i. This is D1. And then D is this one. So I'll have minus 310 plus 380i. And that is the value of our I. So we will have 2.056, 2.056 plus J, 3.565, 3.565. Or maybe we need to rewrite that in the angular form. So let's shift complex and number 3. And that will be 4.115. 4.115 with the angle of 60.031. 60.0 13 or 31? 331, yeah. Okay, good. And that is for I1. For I2, I think I need some line to divide this. What is I2 here? I2 is D2 divided by D. So what is it? What is it? D2 divided by D. D2 is here. So I will have minus 968 minus 516i, and then divided by D. I have minus 310, then plus 380i. Good. And so we will have that value here, 0.432, 0.432, and then plus J. What is this value? 2.195. 2.195. Or maybe we need to rewrite that in the angular form. So let's shift complex number 3 here. And that value is 2.236. 2.236. And then what is the angle? The angle will be 78.853. 78.853. Yeah, this will be in degrees, right? Good. And then what is I3? I3 is the same again. We do same thing here, but for D3 divided by D. So D3 is this one here. So let's plug that in. So we'll have minus 928 and then minus 384i divided by D. So I will have minus 310 plus 380i. Good. Now let's press SD to get the full view, and I will have 0.589, 0.589, and then plus J, 1.961, 1.99 what? 961. Good. Or we can rewrite that in the angular form. So shift complex number 3. And so that is 2.048. 2.048 with the angle of 73.272. 73.272. And this will be in degrees. And we finally achieve our goal. This is I1, and this is I2, and this is I3. And hopefully I did not make any mistakes during the calculation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.